Hey everyone, while we wait for the action to get back underway today, we're going to have a catch up with some of our favorite players from the scene. And today I've got with me EXO Jaro. How you going, mate?
Great, thanks. How are you?
Doing really well. I hope you guys are doing well in the tournaments. But you know what? Let's just get straight into it. I want to hear about some of your favorite things in the game. So, like, what's your favorite loadout?
Go-to loadout, wingman, PK, or Eva, or R3 wingman, R3 PK, Eva, something like that.
Okay. And what about your favorite map at the moment?
Definitely World's Edge. Like that's just uncontested. World's Edge competitively and both pubs and ranked is it just feels like the superior map to both KC and Olympus.
What about your favorite legend?
Definitely Wraith. I was having more fun with Octane when low profile was a thing, but now it's not. Wraith is definitely back to my top one favorite character.
Cool, cool. And what about your round one arena buy?
I always buy the wingman, just because it's so much fun to use in arena. But the best buy round one, probably Flightline.
And what about arena as an esport? I mean, obviously we're deep in the battle royale esports at the moment. Arena is very new; it's just come out. But do you think it has some potential as an esport?
I'd like to see more smaller tournaments and like scrims come in for arenas just to see how it plays out competitively. Because I think there's a lot of potential for arena because it's zero RNG. Everyone can afford the same stuff. If you do well in the
Mhm.
rounds or like grab barrels or whatever, you can get more points, and that way you can get more stuff in the later rounds. It's far more like on face value, it seems more competitive because it's less RNG. But in terms of how much fun it will be to compete in, haven't tried it, but I'd like to see it be competitive for sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if it has the kind of depth that you'd want out of it. As you say, it's very fair. Why don't we get back to the BR for the moment and have a chat about some of the changes we've seen in season 9. So obviously one of the biggest ones has been Valkyrie coming in as a hero. Do you think she's going to be quite successful in the competitive kind of landscape with her, the rotation mechanics she has with her ult?
Absolutely. Something really undervalued with her as well is her Q. But for sure, Valkyrie is going to be meta for any edge teams. Valkyrie, though, gives us the opportunity to just get over any bad choke points and try and find a spot deeper in the zone. And there's so much potential for Valkyrie for edge teams. But yeah, Valkyrie's, we've been playing her and she's a lot of fun to use.
Okay, so if you've got short rotates, maybe not so good, but playing some of those, outer positions, outer drop spots on the map might be really good. When I saw her kit, I was like, oh, maybe she'll replace Wraith, right? She's going to be that sort of reposition character for the team. So why do you think she slots in there instead of Bloodhound?
She replaces Bloodhound and not Wraith because she also scans the ring. So she gets information that way. So she
Of
already is
course.
one for one on Bloodhound on that. And she doesn't actually have the rotation power that Wraith does in the same way. So she can rotate over large portions of the map. But
Mm.
endgame, like from ring 4 to 5 and 5 to endgame, like you're not going to be Valk ulting in the middle of the zone with like 5, 6 other teams. They're either going to get beamed or just land on someone and die.
Now, what about some of the season 9 balance changes that we've seen? I feel like the meta's in a really healthy place at the moment. Now that the bow's been a bit nerfed, kind of how do you feel about that?
The biggest problem with the bow was how much damage it did per arrow. That was
Mm.
just it. It was awkward. It was an awkward number. 70 is not a good number for a gun that's not a sniper because you have to pop 3 cells for that, or you'd have to pop a bat. So
Yeah.
having it at 60 means that you only have to pop 2, which makes a bit more sense. Just the way it worked with how you heal up after getting hit by it, 70 was too much. So really happy that that's nerfed. And now that it has been, and the Spitfire's been touched a little bit competitively, and even in ranked and stuff, like it doesn't feel like there's any gun that's like too strong. Everything
Mm.
feels in a really good place. Gun meta is, I think, the best it's been ever since the game launched, which is really good.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's high praise from Jaro there. Dev's doing a good job,
but
obviously.
always.
And yeah, and what about legend balance at the moment? Obviously, Octane got a little bit of a nerf. Horizon also got a little bit of a nerf this season. And then we've also got, finally, we've gotten rid of low profile. So the fortified heroes are still in the game, but we don't have, Wraith taking extra damage now. She's just a little chunkier.
The way that they've balanced the characters, it feels normal. Like when you're in a gunfight with someone, you don't feel like
Mm.
you're just getting shredded for no reason and not being able to damage trade. Fortified still belongs in the game, I think, at the moment. Right now, the only real problematic character, I think, in my opinion, is Bloodhound, because he seems to just be too. There's too much reward for no risk with his abilities. But other than that, all the
Right.
legends are in a really good spot as well. Like Valkyrie wasn't busted off the rip. She's got a really good kit, well
Mm.
balanced, doesn't seem broken at all. Like as far as I can tell, no one's had any complaints about her, and she just plays really well. Like all the legends feel like they're in a really good spot.
Yeah, just fun to use, and that's yeah, great to
Oh,
see that.
a lot of diversity in the comps. It's really good for a
Yeah,
game like
yeah.
Apex.
I think the last big thing to touch on then is the starter kit now. So that was one of the big changes they brought out with season 9. Everyone starts with a couple of meds, your white shield, your white helmet, your white knockdown shield, and they've taken those out of the loot pool as well. So how do you feel about that?
That was something I didn't expect. I didn't expect them to actually go that route and for them to do it. The game feels so much healthier. Like you don't ever run into a situation where you've picked up a gun that's superior, like it far worse than the guy next to you who's picked up a gun, who's also got an armor and you don't. Right now, like even
Mm.
if you pick up an RA45 and he has like a flatline or something, you can still kind of like you can make it work. Like none of the guns are that bad, so you can fight them. You always have an armor, so you're never at like a huge disadvantage. Anything to reduce RNG in the way that they're going is going to make the battle royale experience both competitively and viewership wise way better for the future.
Yeah, it's always an interesting balance with BRs. You know, RNG is sort of what gives it some of that flavor, some of the real essence of a battle royale. But at the same time, as you say, you've got to limit it to the point where people can, express themselves competitively and be able to show the skill difference between themselves and others.
Shout outs, obviously, to my two teammates, Raki, Player K. Those guys are nuts. They've helped me to improve as well as a player, and it's been really fun playing with them. And to my Orgona, Exodus, he's a homie, looks after us, always got our backs, looking to improve us, looking to make sure we're growing, staying on the path to success, which is really important. Really good drive, motivation factor from him. To my parents, who's always supported me in gaming, being a professional gamer. So it's something I don't know if it's really all that common. Love them for that. And to the Apex community as a whole, just amazing. Love this community.
Look, thank you so much for jumping on here with us, Joe. And yeah, good luck in the tournament.
Warriors, thank you very much. I'm sure we're smashing it.